Today I messed up by using a bidet. Obligatory did not happen today, but last week. So because of the toilet paper crisis, plus how often Reddit has been talking about it like a gift from God, I have decided to buy a bidet on Amazon. Putting it together wasn't hard. I struggled to remove the toilet seat at first, but everything went without a hitch. Afterward I did what most engineers normally do with their creations, testing it out. To be honest, while I have already seen many comments saying that bidet cleans well, I was not prepared to the level of thorough cleaning it offered me. The feeling of fresh water shooting directly onto my anus and along the crack was incredible. It was cool, it was gentle, and it took care of all nooks and crannies with only so much as a wiggle of the thumb. I feel like that British king who had a servant that would wipe his butt for him, except mine costs $35, cleans using fresh water, and doesn't judge my quarantine diet. When all was done, my butt felt fresh, pampered and smelled good. A few minutes later, something strange happened. My anus felt itchy. I figured it was probably because I oversprayed at first, no problemo. But it persisted. A mild itch soon gradually progressed into an intense burning itchy feeling. It felt like if I were to use a very cheap, very bad eyeliner, except I don't put my eyeliners on my ass crack. Did I said that by the time the itch was killing me, I was in a grocery store? Because by the time the itch was killing me, I was in a grocery store. As if my Asian ass of a mug did not already guarantee me a safe and secure social distancing, the fact that I was visibly scratching my ass helped out a ton too. Normally I am a pretty polite and mannered person, but at that point any amount of flying fuck I could give has ceased to exist. I was willing to be publicly sodomized by a priest if that could exorcise this demonic itch from my colon. As soon as I got home, first thing I did was jumping into the shower and contemplating my entire life up to that point. Also, how the fuck could my bidet have done that? Cheap plastic? Someone putting allergens into the water line? Nanobots in the water system waiting for a chance to attack us humans? Anyhow, it did not hit me till I opened the lid to check. The water was blue. A month prior I put one of those blue Clorox pellet into my toilet tank to clean it. I don't know if most bidets out there are like the one I bought, but it siphons water from toilet tank instead of from the water line. It was so goddamn fucking obvious, but somehow it did not cross my mind when I was installing the bidet. And somehow it did not cross my mind when my bum came out smelling oddly good with a hint of lavender and abrasive cleaning chemical. I have sprayed my ass crack with Clorox. Too long. Didn't read the last sentence before this line. Edit, as u/Steelsack has pointed out, I may have been wrong on where my water was coming from. I don't know if I should feel better or worse that the source of my pain is not from my tank, but I'm trying the bidet again later today. Wish me luck at it too. Did not try, chickened out. Thank you so much for your advices. Some said it might be splashback, some believed that I should have used TP once I'm done as opposed to just wiggle my bum. Some others said that Clorox pellets can eat away toilet tank components, which is another good reason to just chuck mine out of the window. All advices are good and worth considering for a successful bidet experience. Some people have concern that my post is bidet fear-mongering. I have to clarify that I grew up on the other side of the world with a handheld bidet, so I understand and fully appreciate the power of clean fresh water. I do not mean to scare anyone off from using bidets, and I'm sorry if my sole anecdotal experience can affect your life choice. I still maintain that my new bidet is the best thing that has happened in my life since my childhood bidet. Get a bidet, it's worth it. Today I messed update. My buddy called from the space station again and I didn't send it to voicemail this time. He called back on Saturday. Phew. What a fascinating and amazing experience. Call quality was as good as a regular call, but there was a slight delay that made natural conversation a little difficult. I asked where he was currently flying over and he said the western coast of Africa. Then I asked how the ride was and he said smooth and awesome. His first trip was on a Soyuz. He said the second stage acceleration was incredible and that they hit over 4 Gs, noting that it's surprising the thing stays together. Then at Seco they were thrown into their straps from the deceleration, and bam, orbit, roughly 8.5 minutes after launch. They were coming up on a couple of days off, not because of Memorial Day, just coincidence. The conversation was 12 minutes long, but we had to end it because of a satellite issue that was about to happen. Exact reason is out of my wheelhouse. Interestingly, the call came from the exact same relay number. We joked about some funny stuff that happened when I went out for the launch. He got a kick out of the situation with the first call that I shared here and said that's a common occurrence. I didn't expect the call to be as short as it was, so I forgot to tell him how much the original post blew up, but I'm definitely going to email him about it. I just saw today that there are a bunch of articles online and a few podcasts that mentioned the post. The internet is a fascinating place sometimes. Call log https://i.imgur.com/hmhjt6a.jpg. Original post https://www.reddit.com/r/today I messed up/comments/ook/today I messed up _by_sending_a_call_from_the_international /?up_source equals share and up_medium equals iOS_app and up_name equals iOS. Too long. Didn't read. This time I actually answered a call from the space station and it was pretty cool to talk to my friend while he wasn't on the planet. Edit, typo and formatting.